It's tough when you talk to officials and I ask them, hey, we only shot 2 free throws. We only went to the free throw line twice up into the fourth quarter, and she tells me it's not her job. It's frustrating, and I don't give a damn if I get fined because that's cheap, and I am tired because I've been nice and I've been humble with it, but I am tired.
Barbie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Barbie? The emotional decline continues for Angel Reese. The temper tantrums, the complete loss of emotional control continues for the Bayou Barbie, as well as the Chi-Town Barbie and Double Double Barbie, and whatever other alias that Angel Reese has decided.
Think Angel Reese was just smiles and glam? Think again. In a fiery moment that shocked fans, she exploded at her own coach during a chaotic Chicago Sky meltdown that looked more like melted ice cream in a microwave than a professional game. Was it raw passion, unchecked frustration, or just another missed pass that set her off? Whatever it was, the dramatic outburst has sparked calls of suspension and turned the loss into a full-blown courtside soap opera.
I was like, good God, she can't get out of her own way. And I don't give a rat's how frustrated she is. The Chicago Sky should suspend her for this. They won't, because they're too damn scared of her fans.
It looked like that clipboard had personally offended Angel Reese's entire family, the way she smacked it out of the assistant coach's hands, as if it owed her money. The Chicago Sky bench was frozen, unsure whether to call a timeout or an exorcist. 1 minute, it was a regular game. The next, we were witnessing a full-blown solo act titled Yaida, the Angel Reese Saga, Act 3.
This is some Bush League lack of respect. This behavior can't happen. It can't happen. Look at that. Slap a keyboard out of the coach's hand. They ought to give you 2 to 5 games for that.
The WNBA hasn't seen drama like this since Liz Cambridge tried channeling Dennis Rodman, minus the championships. Now, Angel Reese takes center stage, melting down on live TV and swatting clipboards like pesky flies as summer cookout. And the league's response? Absolutely nothing. No fines, no suspensions, just silence. It seems that in today's WNBA, throwing tantrums isn't misconduct. It's rebranded as competitive spirit. Rack up enough social media buzz, and you're not disciplined. You're named Player of the Week.
Freeze blew every whistle. Like, I'm not joking. There was one play where Angel Reese dribbled backward. She backed into Aaliyah Edwards and tripped over her own feet and got free throws. The free throws that led to this happening were unbelievably soft. That led to Angel Reese.
Fans across the league were left stunned, clutching their pearls and remotes, wondering just how much privilege it takes before slapping a clipboard turns into a performance piece. And no, this wasn't a case of heat-of-the-moment passion. It was pure, unfiltered main character syndrome dialed up to the max.
So Angel Reese, the most toxic player in all of basketball, is out here slapping clipboards out of her coaching staff's hand because she's so mad her team committed a foul in the crunch after she shot 15 free throws this game. This is the lowest of the low disrespect that you can show to your coaching staff. She's trying to get y'all locked in, worried about the next play, and you so toxic with your terrible...
With the intensity of a $10 hairdryer on overdrive, instead of regrouping, resetting, or maybe defending a teammate, Angel Reese lunged to the clipboard like it had just insulted her mother.
I would be worried about Angel Reese demanding a trade. Earlier in the season, she had no one to blame but herself, but over the last 4, maybe 5 weeks, Angel Reese has been dominant and you're still losing.
Now, picture being that assistant coach, just trying to sketch out a play that might salvage your dignity and job, and suddenly Angel Reese goes full WWE on your dry erase marker. You're not even angry, you're just rethinking your life decisions. Meanwhile, Angel's pacing like someone swiped her Gatorade, and the WNBA? They respond with a polite shrug and what feels like a glitter-covered participation ribbon. If you squint, you can almost see Kathy Engelbert handing her a bonus check in one hand and a reality show contract in the other. Forget technical fouls. This is the era of TikTok triumphs. And while we're at it, can someone explain how Angel Reese ended up at the free throw line 15 times in a single game? 15. That's not a stat. That's a blessing from the basketball gods. At that pace, she could have erased the national debt with layups alone.
This is something that has been talked about by so many other people, but guess what? You've been ignoring it. And now Angel Reese is screaming about it. And do certain people want to take heed and listen? Oh, yeah. It's the group that likes to hate on another player we largely see the amount of bad calls by officials in these games. And I have said from the beginning, the officiating in the WNBA is absolutely.
You know something's off when the refs are practically handing over the win. Gift wrap with a bow and a scented candle. Chicago Sky fans sat in disbelief, wondering if they just watched a basketball game or an emotional therapy session. And yet, somehow, the Sky still lost. Even with all the officiating favors, even with Angel Reese delivering a full-blown Broadway meltdown, even with an assistant coach now suffering from what can only be called clipboard PTSD, they lost. Again, at this point, you almost have to respect the consistency. If choking were an Olympic event, Chicago would take gold every year. Angel could probably launch a yoga studio called Missed Opportunities and Bad Attitudes. Maybe toss in a public meltdown for good measure. But instead of accountability, Angel Reese gets a press conference and a highlight reel. And the league? They call it passion. Yes, passion. The go-to label for unacceptable behavior since PR spin became an art form. She's not out of control. She's just intense. It's not disrespect. It's grit. And smashing a clipboard? Apparently, that's leadership now.
Slap the clipboard out of her hand. Why do you guys hate Angel Reese so much? The Angel Reese hate is so forced. This is why we hate the Brick Lane Sloth. She has a terrible attitude, awful, toxic. This is why she has no friend. This is why the world hates her, except for the Black Clan and the Black Clan Panthers, man. I don't think I've ever seen a player slap the clipboard out of their coaching staff's hand. Look at it. Look at y'all, Brick Lane Sloth.
The fan base is eating itself alive like it's the Hunger Games. One half is demanding Angel Reese be suspended on the spot, while the other is busy making Instagram shrine collages to slow our backslash and beat tracks. To some, she's a spoiled athlete who disrespects authority. To others, she's Beyonce in Jordans. There's no middle ground. You're either Team Clipboard or Team Chaos. And good luck voicing any criticism. Say anything that even hints at discipline, and a swarm of online defenders will flood your mentions like you're the villain in a Disney sequel. Forget calm discussion. This is all about vibes now.
You kidding me? That is one of the most disrespectful acts I've ever witnessed by a professional athlete towards their coach, one of their coaches. I mean, wow. Wow. What are we doing?
This isn't the rise of a star. It's a full-blown implosion dressed up as empowerment. What we're seeing is a hunger for victory, but a craving for attention, validation, and that next viral moment. And the most unsettling part? Angel Reese knows exactly what she's doing. She knows the league won't hold her accountable. She knows every dramatic outburst nets her another wave of followers and a shiny new podcast deal. Every time she smacks a clipboard, someone at ESPN quietly celebrates because controversy means clicks. And who pays the price? The league itself, which is slowly transforming into a circus, where the elephants tweet and the clowns handle PR.
We know Angel Reese has definitely been in the headlines, man, after erupting in a press conference, pretty much swearing at reporters. And I'm here to tell you today is another day of the Angel Reese drama because she has simply smacked the clipboard out of an assistant coach's hands. Yes, now all of this went down during the Washington Mystics game. This happened on national.
Meanwhile, fans asking for consequences are being ignored faster than a G League stat sheet. You know what would actually be refreshing? If the league just once said, hey, Throwing tantrums and disrespecting your coaches isn't exactly the image we're going for. But instead, they'll keep feeding the chaos. Why? Because controversy sells. Drama equals views. And accountability? That's just bad for business. So don't hold your breath for a suspension. Expect a documentary. Angel Reese, The Untouchable, coming soon to your favorite streaming platform, complete with exclusive footage of clipboard destruction and sponsored foul shots. And it's not just about Reese. She's simply the latest poster child for a league that prizes spectacle over structure.
Very surprised that Angel did that. I can understand it was the waning seconds of a hotly contested game, but that's disrespectful. You don't knock a clipboard out of your assistant coach's hand. Like, it's a lot of other ways that you can give people what you're feeling inside without disrespecting your coaching staff. Like, I don't vibe with that. I thought she was way out.
And right on cue, the Angel Reese stand swarmed social media like seagulls chasing a dropped French fry. She's young. She's learning. She's a queen. One fan even compared her to Serena Williams, which is bold, considering Serena never had to body slam office supplies to prove her dominance. But sure, TikTok, go off. Let's call this what it really is, ego in a jersey. This wasn't about winning or strategy. It was about making sure every second of her meltdown was perfectly captured from 3 flattering angles.
I'm not one to blow up negativity, but Angel Reese supposed to be leading young women and being a great example to girls and kids all over the world. Well, I'm here to tell you, she was not leading by example.
Let's be real. If Caitlin Clark had slapped a clipboard out her coach's hands, ESPN would have hosted a full-blown memorial. Candlelight vigils, outraged op-eds, emergency Zoom panels with retired Olympians, and Skip Bayless having a televised breakdown in a cardigan. But Angel Reese? She gets a standing ovation and a bonus check, probably signed by the same referee who gifted her 15 free throws. So where does this end? With coaches carrying backup clipboards and players wearing body armor just to survive a timeout, every meltdown gets rebranded as a growth moment. And if this is leadership, then I'm the Queen of England. It's about time someone in the league remembered that being a star comes with responsibility, not just flashy highlights and a fan base willing to excuse anything that goes viral. What we're watching isn't just a game. It's the slow death of accountability in pro sports. The WNBA now runs on drama, and Angel Reese is the league's most powerful gas station. Maybe that's a plan. A new era where points are secondary, wins are optional, and public meltdowns double as marketing strategy. Maybe we're all just background characters in the Angel Reese cinematic universe, waiting to find out what she'll slap next. And maybe, just maybe, the real clipboard was the friend we lost along the way.